everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Find Your Joy, and I'm Joy. You found me. It is Monday, the 20th of October. So it is day 20 of the 31 Days of Halloween challenge that I self-imposed. And I am actually walking across campus right now. I just had Zumba class. Well, Zumba class was scheduled, but nobody showed up. So I am walking to my car, and I'm okay with that. I'm feeling kind of tired today. I don't know, maybe a little, I don't know. I think I was just hot in the office, so now that I'm outside, I don't feel so hot. I don't feel bad. That could be worded so many different ways, or it could mean so many different ways. Things, words, they're hard. All right, well, I'm gonna get in the car and drive home and think about what today's video is gonna be about. You know, it's almost 6 o'clock at night and sunshine. Ah! I'm blind. There we go. All right, but yep, here is our campus. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous day. Not too hot, a little windy, but that's fine too. It's not hot, it's not raining. You can't get any better than that. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk on over to my car, and I'll be back in a little bit. I thought of something to talk about. It is non-Halloween related. It is non-crochet related. So it's perfect, right? No, I started off this year gangbusters listening to audiobooks. And then right around August, I stopped. Kind of around the time I started watching a lot of YouTube videos. So this weekend I got on my Libby account, and because I got a couple notifications that the books you were waiting for were ready, but you didn't borrow them, so they went away. So hold on, let me get past this loud bus. All right, so I'll wait till I get in the car. That was embarrassing. I thought someone was about to run me over. They were just locking their car. All right, so I was talking about reading, listening to audiobooks. And so after finding out they had not let me borrow them, I did go in and they let me put them back on a hold. And one of the books is like the 5th in a series that I'm listening to was available. So I downloaded it. And it is the 5th book in the Dark Tower series by Stephen King. So The Wolves of Kala. Kala. I think they're saying Kala in the book. But so I actually did start listening to it. So I need to spend a little more time reading. And yes, listening to audiobooks is reading. My brain cannot sit with a book and look at it and read. I'm like sleep city. So I put on audiobooks when I'm driving, when I'm cleaning. Used to be when I was crocheting. Lately it's been a lot of YouTube. So I am going to try to get some more reading in, starting with this book that I'm listening to. So yeah, this is the cover of the book that it is. And then I just now, as I was walking here, I got notification, or I opened up the app and I had 3 books that were ready to borrow. So they are in my queue to listen to. So I've got about 40 hours worth of books to listen to. And I think right now I'm gonna go do a few deliveries and go get some tea. Then I'm gonna go home. Actually, I think I'm just gonna call this a day for this vlog, because I have been working on, here, let me pull it out of my backpack. Okay, so I did bring this with me to work. I started on it the other night, and this is the second panel of my Hexicardi, and I am making this with the Hobby Hobby Halloween haul yarn that I got. And let's see if I can get it out of here without messing up the band. This is the Hobby Horizon, or Hobby Horizon, and I cannot tell you the color name because I would have to look it up on my phone, but I can tell you that it is number 707. So this is one of their Halloween colors. And the other, last night on the first panel, I stitched the arm seam together, and I started on I lengthened the arm, and I'm started on the cuff, and that's where I was when it was time to fall asleep last night. So now this one is going to be my car project for a while until it matches the other one. And I was going to talk a little bit about Hexicardis. I told y'all the other day, my second crochet project was a hexagon cardigan. And this was before I understood terms like, or concepts of increasing and corners. To me, when I read the pattern to make the cardi, it was all about numbers. 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, you know, and on around. And at some point in that first cardigan, I had 7 points. Somehow I had miscounted, and I put a corner just in a random spot, and then was working around it. I'm like, this isn't folding up right. So I frogged that cardigan quite a few times, but I stuck with it, and that was back. Here's a scary story, a spooky tale. When I first started crocheting, knowing how my squirrel brain worked, I made a rule for myself. And you know what that rule was? You are only working on one project at a time. That's so scary. That did not last long. I made a rule. I started a car project. So now I have a home project and a car project. So technically, I'm really only working on one project at a time. Yeah, that's the stuff that nightmares are made of. Now, if you saw my pile of whips, and now that I've got what, 2 sweaters, a cardigan, a poncho, and a sweater. So I'm working on 3 garments just for Halloween, just for October, plus the blanket. But I've got things on the side that have just been sitting waiting. So I think come November I should do a whip series, you know, frog it or finish it, because I know one for sure that I want to do both. I want to frog it and start over, because it's one of those ones that I started before all of the concepts of putting things together and how stitches go together and corners and edges, and yeah, so it's a mess. but I really like it. The colors and the concept. The pattern that I'm using is going to be cute. My project doesn't look anything like what I think that it's supposed to. Because I was like, oh, I can do this on my own without, I got the pattern in my head now. Da, 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 da. Huh. How does this go together? I don't know. So I think just come November, I'm going to do a whip series with Frog It or Finish It and make myself finish or frog some projects that are in the works. And I will tell you, last night, while I was out doing deliveries, there was a clearance rack in Walmart with some fun t-shirts. I may have bought 2 t-shirts to make the t-shirt poncho that's going around. And I got home and I have the yarn that matches these shirts perfectly, so I don't have to buy more yarn. Yay! All right, you guys. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Walking over here to the car. It's been a nice little evening. I did show crochet. And I told a spooky story, so that counts, right? For the 31 days of Halloween. All right, well, this week I do have things scheduled. Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and now Friday. A friend of mine hired me to do some driving for them on Friday. So, but luckily, it's one of those things where I go and drop people off. They stay for the event, and then I get to be their DD that night. So there's like an 8-hour window. So, crochet. Oh, yay. All right. Hey, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, what are you waiting for? Get me up to 200, y'all. I'm like at 193 or 194. I'm almost at 200 subscribers. And I do love all of y'all. I appreciate you hanging out, putting up with my quirkiness, my coffee, cats, chaos, and crochet. And actually, I did film a little bit of coffee video today, so you might have already seen it. I might have started this video with it when I edited it in a few minutes. You guys have a great rest of your night. Go out, make it a great day, and find your joy. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.